Hello everyone! Today we are bringing a new challenge. Guess the player by the emoji. We'll get 10 points for each correct question. Let's get started. Guess the player. The player is Kylian Mbappe. Guess the player. The player is Eden Hazard. Guess the player. The player is Karim Benzema. Guess the player. The player is Gabriel Jesus. Guess the player. The player is Robin Gosens. Guess the player. How many questions have you got right? The player is Rafael Leo. Guess the player. The player is Paulo Dybala. Guess the player. The player is Leon Goretzka. Guess the player. The player is Jules Koundé. Guess the player. The player is Vinicius Jr. Guess the player. How many questions have you got right? The player is Robert Lewandowski. Guess the player. The player is Neymar Jr. Guess the player. The player is Erling Haaland. Guess the player. The player is Lucas Hernandez. Guess the player. The player is John Stones. Before the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to tell us in the comments box how many points you collected. See you in the next challenge.